to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Seahawks going up against the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started, and off we go from Lambeau. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And that one results in 35 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Rodgers now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Rodgers now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaquille Griffin, the rookie from Central Florida. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got room to run past the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They run the counter now on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Wilson, it's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
They go play action here on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds Coates, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. There's Wilson to throw, eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On second down, here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is good. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded at the 2. The Packers making their way out, and again for them, feels like they're the team to beat in the NFC North. They've won that division 5 of the last 6 years, and Aaron Rodgers just feel like he has at least another Super Bowl left in the tank, maybe, right?
I would say so, and I think there's probably some frustration that he hasn't gotten back to the Super Bowl after winning that one against Pittsburgh, because one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, prime of his career, you don't want to waste that opportunity. And it came close last year going to the NFC Championship game. They want to take the next step. They have it all there in front of them. They know that they tend to rule that division. Now can they make that one last big jump in the NFC and get back to a Super Bowl?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks heading out, and for them, 5 straight years of double-digit victories and a playoff berth. They've had their run of the NFC West and probably likely the favorites this season as well.
I would agree with that. The counter-culture Seahawks, because the way they evaluate is for their system, for their franchise, for their culture. Much more so than whether a guy fits everything that you're looking for to check off a box. Quarterback, he's supposed to be too short. He's one of the best in the game. When they went in free agency this year and got Eddie Lacy, everyone else wanted Eddie Lacy to lose weight. They said, we still want him big because we want him to break some tackles. Flip it over to defense, they get after you. Simple schemes, but they tune it up and play it at a high level. They expect to get back to a Super Bowl.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup. K.J. Wright just keeps getting better at outside linebacker. Long, lengthy guy, can rush the passer, can drop into coverage. Has great agility, though, to stay on his feet and make tackles, too.
And still has years ahead of him. Turned 27 in July. Native of Olive Branch, Mississippi. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. Ooh, with a juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At some point, the doubters have to just kind of back off with Doug Baldwin, don't they? I mean, we're talking about back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, had over 90 catches in 2016. He's going to play with a chip on his shoulder, but he's going to be productive.
2016, also his first Pro Bowl as well. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Wilson on first down. He hits Baldwin right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They run again with Carson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up and good. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now it's Rodgers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Over the middle here to Brown. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Now Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Wilson operating from the gun. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Out to kick is Janikowski. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 23 yards on the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Williams loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
To throw is Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw is Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Maxwell.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Open space inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. So we reach halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got room. He won't go down. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Operating from the gun. Wilson over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. In the red zone this time. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And there's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Rodgers now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
You never count the Packers out with Rodgers leading them, but the largest deficit they've come back from in team history is 23 points, and they need to top that number here. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. At scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They run the counter now on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Brought in by Coates. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Slot man moves right. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This run defense was a weakness last year toward the bottom of the league, and early returns not good here this year.
And that's too bad, because you and I both know that when you have something that's a weakness from your team the year before, you spend a lot of time out in the offseason, whether it's personnel, adjustments in scheme, all of those things. So that's got to be disheartening to start off the season this way.
On 2nd down, Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Clay Matthews coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he checks this one down to Williams. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him, and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Here's Rodgers to throw on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And the big tight end shifting around. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. from the shotgun. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, 626. Check. Look. 630.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
319.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rodgers throwing on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
26. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing again. And now here is another interception. It's Shaquille Griffin, the rookie from Central Florida. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Over the middle here to Brown. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. On play action. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.